Hey trackies, welcome back to another video. Please remember to smash that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. That's how the video gets to the YouTube algorithm. Share the video if you care. I hope you care. So share, and yes, please sound off in the comments section below. Oblique Seville. Trackies, I think he is ready. I think he's ready. No, I've been saying this for years, but I definitely see the change. I definitely see the maturity. So I'm definitely believe that Oblique Seville is ready to deliver on the promise he has shown us for so many years and win his first individual medal. I'm excited. Did you see him in London? First and foremost, he dismantled that 4x100 meters, the backstretch. I was like, gosh dang it! Oblique Seville, you look so good. And then he turned up in the 100 meters. Now, my expectation was for him to win. My expectation was for him to dominate. But we don't know what track is. It doesn't feel extra special. It just feel extra sweet. 9.86 seconds, not his fastest performance for 2025 and not his fastest performance, overall. He has a faster performance in 2025, 9.83 seconds. And also in his personal best is a 9.81. But you see the execution there? That is the best execution I believe I've seen from Oblique Seville. And I think trouble is there. Trouble there. And I think for sure that Oblique Seville is coming out. And in 2025, as I said, he will find himself on the podium. I think he is ready mentally and physically. Now, I know I've been talking about this, over the years when it comes to Oblique Seville, kind of making him, side eye TXC track time. And as I said, that is okay. At the end of the day, I want Oblique Seville to win. And if there's a way he can improve and I point it out and he improves, great. I feel no ways, right? So I've been pointing out over the years that Oblique Seville, all right, that final 10 meter there, you need to stop, slow down, and look over on everybody else. I remember when I originally said it, I think I said, no, before I said it this way, I've been talking about it, but I think I got annoyed in one video and I said, Lord, got a chance with it. Maybe that was the start of Oblique Seville, side eye and TXT track time. Who knows? But anyway, that being said, 2025 London, Oblique Seville ran that race. I made sure to go back and review and look, and Oblique Seville was so focused, head forward. Yes, he celebrated at the end of the race, but he was not looking over. And I was like, yes, he's ready. He's ready. No more looking over at the people. Oh my gosh, I've been asking this for Oblique Seville for years, right? And finally he delivered on that. So I'm expecting him to line up in the toughest competition in the finals of the men's 100 meters and focus on his execution and get it done. And also, Trackers, as I said, there's a mental aspect to it. I believe that there's stress that he has developed, I suppose, from the fans, I would say, over the years. And probably, injuries made it worse, right, for him heading into finals. Now, when I go back to 2021 with Oblique Seville, young Oblique Seville fresh out of high school, making it to the semifinals for the 100 meters. Me really did I wonder what fans did I expect. Poor Oblique Seville never broke 10 seconds yet. And what did I expect Oblique Seville to go to the gold medal? No, well, not me personally, because, TXC track time wasn't on, then. But I'm saying the fans did I expect Oblique Seville to go to the gold medal. And maybe that's where the pressure started, for Oblique Seville. We kind of the delusional. Jamaicans get delusional sometimes, right? So I probably, that's where, all of that, expectation, came onto him. And then, over the years, his body not being fully developed, right, for him to manage, the stress of rounds. So him also not being able to, do those 3 rounds effectively, maybe also, started to add to the weight, of the pressure that he was feeling mentally, from not being able to deliver on how talented he is, right? So as I said, I've been pointing these things out on a knockoff my head same way. And yeah, in 2025, we literally saw where he had a panic attack, at the national championships because he was feeling some spasms, in his leg. And yeah, again, finally, in my opinion, for Oblique Seville, acknowledging the fact that yes, it has been affecting him mentally. And people always think when you talk about mentally, I say people mad. Look here, you not ever compete in a high level sports. As a matter of fact, doesn't work as just a note. Much less, a event where the rest of the world is a blue ribbon event. The whole world is watching you, your whole country. I expect say, you're gonna do something. Right? That's a whole lot of pressure for anybody. And no 2 athletes are the same. While one may be able to handle it, another may not be able to do, and that's okay. You know what I mean? But acknowledging it, I think, is important. And I think finally in 2000 2025. He has acknowledged it because he did make a post on his Instagram where he spoke to, all of the athletes that are going through, struggles, whether physically or mentally. And I'm like, hallelujah, Oblique Seville, that's the road to, resolving it, acknowledging it. You can't fix what you're not acknowledged. You know what I mean? So great going. So I thought watching him in London, he's in the correct headspace, right? To go out there and execute his best race. And at the end of the day, right, he has to remember that he's doing this for himself. Fans are what fans want, or what you want at the end of the day. What fans want you to win. That's what you want. So forget the fans. You know what I mean? Forget the weight of expectation, because at the end of the day, when you medal and you perform well, the fans are gonna go crazy same way. So forget what they want and just do you. And I definitely think he's capable of doing that. And coming out of yesterday, as I said, I feel good. I feel good vibes. I feel good energy from him. And I'm saying yes, this is the year for Oblique Seville. But of course, you have the naysayers. You have the people, the Americans that are saying, oh, you remember what he did, every other year where he won't, medal, comes out, knocks off, Noah Lyles' head, and then, doesn't do anything in the finals. Well, guess what? This year is the year where I'm finally gonna be able to say, nanny, nanny, boo, boo. If you ever know me, I don't say nanny, nanny, boo, boo. I've been dying to say nanny, nanny, boo, boo when it comes to that men's and the 100 meters. And I even want to say it more so for Oblique Seville, because Kishane has already medaled. And again, he's on the podium for me, whether it be gold or I don't know if somebody else is going to challenge, aka Oblique Seville. But that being said, for me, he's solid on the podium, right? I want a nanny, nanny, boo, boo for Oblique Seville so bad. I remember when I was snipped. After going crazy, y'all remember when Oblique Seville destroyed, Noah Lyles at the in Kingston at the Racers Grand Prix, and I went off with my commentary. Noah Lyles snipped that, right? And Noah Lyles made sure to remind the world, of what I said back then when he won the Olympic gold. You see that year, when Oblique Seville land on the podium, right? Whether it be gold or silver, as me say, I'm going to come on and I'm going to go nanny nanny boo boo so hard, because I've been dying for it. I've been waiting for it. But anyway, so yeah, me see the daughter them, me see the American them. I say, oh, am I gonna come to the same thing? Oblique Seville, pay attention and see what them I say, and just turn up and make them underestimate you and just dash with them foot, dash with the whole of them foot. Right now we are competing against ourselves. Are you versus Kishian? And that we are pre right now, and I'm excited for that clash. I'm thinking that these two athletes will go 1-2. But yeah. Chuck is, me feel like Oblique Seville ready. I finally feel like he's ready in 2025. I've been talking about also his improvement, from a, physical perspective, his strength. I highlighted it at races, going into races. I pointed out that, say Oblique Seville not stuck on in start. I'll know him now work on a speed work. I'll know, because his start was nowhere to be found, and that man was running back down, Kishane. And I said to myself, say, yo, brother, what you think I got happen when Oblique Seville tack on back him start? You still never see him start at trials. Look here, you see Oblique Seville, you see him run into shape, you see him come out of London, you see him fly out of the box. You think him done yet? Him just a come. Anyway, trackies, sound off in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. How impressive for you was Oblique Seville, and do you think he's finally ready, not just physically, to win a medal, but also mentally in the right, headspace? Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.